I'm carrying a payload.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the Enola Gay is piloting something big in here.
Okay, what?
I took some magnesium before I went to sleep. I woke up in the middle of the night in a
Really?
cold.
Why?
Feeling sick
Why?
because I had 30 grams of protein via yogurt
In the morning?
before bed.
Okay, and then that plus the magnesium, you think? Did
Yeah.
It?
So then I was
Why
on the
magnesium though? Isn't that like supposed to be a stress thing?
toilet. It's good.
Were you stressed out from how much protein you ate?
Yeah.
You were
I
like,
was
I gotta
stressed out how
combat this
big
somehow.
I was getting.
Yeah.
Stressed me out how huge I was.
Yeah, you looked in the mirror, you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Oh god. Too much muscle mass.
I can't look like this.
How am I supposed to sleep?
How my career is over. I'm supposed to look like a
I'm too ripped.
yeah. I'm supposed
People
to
are not
look
gonna
like a
find me
tiny
funny.
soft boy.
Yeah, exactly.
How will I ever be funny?
I'm too hot.
Yeah.
I look like Matt Rife.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I look like a twink. But so I wake up in a stupor, get to the toilet, and I'm like, it's like crawling in my stomach, but it won't come out. He's scared.
Right.
And I try to call him. Yeah. It won't come out.
Nothing.
No, I didn't. So I played some trumpets. That's what I do for Alina now. I'm like, I play the trumpet. She goes, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "You're a queen.
What do you mean?
You're here."
Yeah.
I'll bust it.
Oh, I know what you're saying, but I'm saying the
Yeah.
queen joke. It's because right.
It's 'cause you're a queen. It's like, you've arrived. Anyway.
Yeah. Royalty hath entered. I'm actually doing this to honor you.
Yeah.
My wife.
I bend straight over. I grab my ankles and I blow my trumpet to the ceiling. Yeah, so I'm carrying a hero shit in my pants.
Okay.
That's what I'm carrying
Nice.
right now. So this coffee,
So it's gonna happen. You think this episode?
Yeah.
Maybe halfway through.
Yeah.
It's gonna be you that leaves this time. Because it's been me having to piss every fucking 30 minutes.
or I just get up and I just
Yeah. I was joking yesterday. I was filming this video and I was reading people's like horrible date stories. This one was from this girl and she was like, I had this guy over my place and we were like out on the, balcony just hanging out and things were going well and I thought maybe we would have progressed inside or something, and all of a sudden he looks at me and goes, I have to leave, and just dipped to the bathroom and came out like 45 minutes later and sheepishly kind of admitted to her that he shit his pants.
oh
And I was like, that is the most shit your pants reaction you can possibly have.
yeah,
That just immediate, like, I have to leave.
I gotta go.
I have to remove myself from the situation. I was laughing because it literally happened to me like 3 weeks ago.
Oh
I was standing in the living room and it's in the morning, right? So we're like doing chores, taking care of the kid, TV's on or something. So we're kind of, both Kelsey and I are like sitting in the living room somewhere. I think I was standing in the kitchen or something, having sort of like an open conversation just to the living room sort of as things are happening, right? And all of a sudden I just like completely removed myself from the situation because I tried to fart. And just, when you shit your pants, it's just so sudden and unexpected, You're never like, oh, this one's probably going to be a poop. It's always like you're 100% convinced that this is going to be a fart.
yeah,
And then all of a sudden it's just,
yeah.
And I don't mean to ruin your Saturday.
I think we've already done that.
But it's a complete Hershey squirt,
Yeah.
Just, and I'm like, oh, and I just ran to the bathroom, like completely ejected from the situation. Threw my boxers in the garbage, like.
No, you got to keep those.
No, I didn't even bother. I was
you
like,
gotta
what am I
keep
going to do?
Frame them.
Put these in the washing machine? It's going to get everything poopy,
Yeah. Yeah.
This is more than a skid stain. It's straight up liquid in here. I toss those things.
No, that's always that's always when it's a wet one, and you're like, please, and you're like, oh,
Yeah, and you look and you're like, oh God.
so good underwear.
Yeah, exactly. And
You
you're
gotta
like, hope it didn't soak through my. And you look at your pants. You're like, it did soak through in my pants.
Damn it.
I guess I got to throw the pants out too.
And you walk
And anyways,
back out.
You what?
Then you walk back out and sit back down at church, and
yeah.
you shat through to the pew. Oh,
I violently shit myself in the middle of a church convention.
this is copy pasta, man. I don't. But because it's from Reddit, I believe it.
Yeah.
You can just never get a real answer from people on Reddit. I was looking up something to do with cooking. It wasn't like a temperature, but whatever. Like, and someone asked a similar question, and all the replies were like, maybe you shouldn't just do that. Then you have to worry about it in the future. And the guy's following up in the thread like, well, I did it, and I need an answer. And then it's just like no reply was like, hey, it's good.
Like people trying to teach him a lesson.
Yeah, it was everyone just
dunking on him.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it was. I was looking up wood versus plastic cutting boards, and if you need to like keep meat and veggies like separate. So I think the question was like, hey, I cut meat on my wooden cutting board. I've also used it for vegetables. Is this like a bad thing? And all the replies were like, you should just get a separate cutting board. The guy's like, I know, but this is my cutting board now, and I've done it, so I need to know.
Yeah. Just give me some info for my exact situation right now.
Yeah.
What do I do after
And
I've
then
already done it? You shouldn't do that. Okay. Thank you.
Other replies were like, well, typically I say I cut the meat in the pan. And he's like, I didn't do that. The whole thread was riddled with him being like, I know, I just need an answer for this. I could imagine this guy's frustration. Like, I'll kill every single one of you.
Yeah.
I just need one person with a brain. Fucking.
I mean, like, I used to look shit up on Reddit, like when Otis was first born, and I remember this one time, I've said this on Insanely Chill before. I might have told you too, but I mean, I'm a little bit ashamed about this. But like, I used to buy this because we started formula feeding him, right? So I used to buy, and to make formula, it's powder. You mix it with water.
Yeah.
And I was like in my head you're paranoid about everything with a newborn. You're like, I don't know what the fuck is right, and especially if it's your first kid, you're like, I don't know what the fuck is what this kid can.
Yeah.
I don't
Can
know.
he drink Coke Zero? Can he drink Diet Coke?
Yeah. I mean, here's something. Like, would you assume that a baby can have water?
No.
You wouldn't assume that.
I've heard that.
You've heard that but if you didn't know, would you?
Yes.
But just like, so shit like that, you just don't know,
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, you mix the formula with water, but that's what they can have is the mixed formula because they need, like, giving them just water like fucks up their nutrient balance or something like that. But anyways, that's not the point. The point is, like, I don't know shit, so I'm looking things up, and I'm like, what kind of water? Can I just use tap water?
Yeah.
That seems maybe unsafe. I look up can I use bottled water for my baby's formula?
Right.
And this Reddit thread, it takes me to this Reddit thread, and she was like, one of the ladies was like, I used smart water one time, and my baby started violently throwing up, like blood or something. It was so fucking insane. And I was like, okay, well, we're not using bottled water.
Yeah.
And both of us were just so fucking stressed. I forget what we ended up doing. But like, fast forward, I've now used bottled water 5,000 times. It's totally fine.
Yeah.
If it's fine for you, it's fine for the baby, generally.
Yeah.
It's just so funny, like the amount. Nobody on there was like, yeah, it's probably fine. If like one time, it's probably fine.
Yeah. You rarely get those replies.
No. You'd think like unlimited info is a good thing. It's actually turned out to be a very bad thing.
Well, when you realize that the unlimited info is just trained on Reddit commentary.
Yeah.
You know what I picture a lot of the time on Reddit is you read a comment, and then when I get to the end of the sentence, I picture a sweaty guy hitting enter and turning to his friend and being like, that's actually the incorrect information.
Yeah.